In the past 14 days, my Amazon business has done over $14,000 in sales without running a single ad, without touching a single product, without having any type of physical store at all. And the only reason I was able to do this is because we're in the most profitable time of the year, Q4. And all I'm basically doing is selling name brand products that already have sales on Amazon, name brand products that people are buying every single day. And it's not just me crushing it on Amazon. My guy Donald in September was able to hit his first 2.7K in a single month. And just 2 months later, he was able to hit his first $20,000 per month reselling name brand products on Amazon as a regular person with no experience or any skills like that. Same thing with my guy Mark over here. He was able to hit 2.4K and buy his dream car Supra over here in just less than 5 months selling on Amazon. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys exactly how you could replicate this success, hit your first $10,000 per month in the next 30 days. So the first thing you need to do is create your seller account. It's going to be individual versus professional, free but limited to 40 units plus. That's individual. You're going to want to go with professional, $40 per month, because you're going to get buy box eligibility, you're going to get unlimited sales, and you're going to get access to ungating. Next thing you want to do is understand, right, FBA versus FBM. I see a lot of people say, I want to do FBM, or I see a lot of people say, I want to do FBA. You don't have to pick between the two. You could do a mix of both. So FBA, fulfilled by Amazon, Amazon's storing the inventory, Amazon's fulfilling the orders, Amazon's handling the returns, Amazon's handling customer service, right? Most of the year, you kind of want to do that, right? Most of the year, because it's just an easier process. Obviously, Amazon's going to take more of the fees, and that's totally fine. But the biggest thing, I would probably say, just do a lot of FBA. Next is FBM, right? You store the inventory, you fulfill the orders, you handle returns, but most of the times there's less fees because you're doing more of the stuff. Obviously, it's a cash flow solution because you don't have to wait for the inventory to get to Amazon, if that kind of makes sense. When you're sending inventory to Amazon, before it gets available to sell, Amazon has to receive your inventory. But with FBM, you can get the product same day and you could sell it in the next couple of hours. Next, we need to talk about the 3 main business models, right? Private label is the most complicated. It's the highest cost. It requires manufacturing from China. Arbitrage is what we mostly do for beginners. It's buy discounted product from stores, resell on Amazon at profit. Best thing about this, if the product doesn't sell, most of the times you could just return it. And with wholesale, you're buying in bulk from distributors. More scalable and it's more long-term because you're creating, relationship with suppliers. I wouldn't recommend wholesale to a beginner because you're just going to end up spending so much more money, right? A distributor or a wholesaler, they want you to be spending, 500 to 1,000 units, or they want you to be having these minimum order quantities. A minimum order quantity is the wholesaler or distributor basically telling you, hey, we don't want to just sell you 10 units, right? We want to work with serious people that are willing to spend big money with us so we can make more money. So they're going to ask you to buy 100, 200, 300, 500 units. And while you can make money doing that, as a beginner, you have to kind of go through the learning curve. You have to see what products sell, what products don't. Some of the listings get taken down. How about if the product doesn't sell? So to get that data, to get more confidence in everything, right? A big thing to do is arbitrage, right? So buy discounted product from stores and then resell them back on Amazon at profit. Next, these are the essential tools, right? Keepa, most important tool. And I'm going to walk you through this with sourcing and everything. But this is the most important tool in your business. This is going to help you with product analysis. This is going to help you with the sales rank history. It's going to help you with price tracking. It's going to help you with buy box statistics. This is going to help you with literally everything. We're going to look at the data. And after this presentation, I'm going to walk you through a full step-by-step on how to read a Keepa chart. I'd probably say the exact same thing for SellerAmp. SellerAmp profit calculator and sourcing tool, quick profit analysis, storefront stock, again, mobile scanning app. The same thing. That's just going to help you find if you could find the product and resell it for a good enough price to resell it for the high on Amazon. Next, so the first and easiest way to source is retail arbitrage sourcing. All you need to do is get an Amazon SellerAmp or SellerAmp, scan products in store for profitability, Best stores, Ollie's, TJ Maxx, Dollar Tree, Walmart, Target, all the places that have really good pricing. Because when you have really good pricing, there's opportunity to sell stuff on Amazon. The reason all these people, me, Donald, all of the people are able to make, this money on Amazon. So retail arbitrage is the best way if you have limited capital. If you have under $2,000 and you want to flip through your inventory as soon as possible with higher margin products, I'd probably go retail arbitrage. Online arbitrage, you could get to $100,000 per month with this business model. You could click on their storefront, see all the products that they're selling, right? Google search each product to find. I mean, with online arbitrage, right, you can find profitable products from Walmart and resell them to Amazon and make almost, 50, 70% ROI on each ASIN that you're selling. Obviously, that's not going to be every single time, but you could build, a 10, 15, even $20,000 per month profit business just reselling name brand products from other retailers and selling it right back on the Amazon platform using different methods that I'm going to be showing you guys in this video. So wholesale is very simple. I see a lot of people overcomplicate this. Opening up wholesale accounts is pretty easy. All you need is an LLC, an EIN, getting a seller's permit. And after you do that, you just have a 3-step process, right? You're finding suppliers using Google search. You're finding suppliers using Google Maps. You could use LinkedIn. You could do cold outreach. You could look at wholesale directories. You could contact them, give them your information, obviously, and just contact them and open up wholesale accounts like that. They're going to send you catalogs of profitable inventory. You can go through the list and then see if you could have margin by getting products from the supplier list and selling it right back on Amazon's platform. Wholesale, one thing I'll give you guys advice with right now, it's very relationship based. Right now at the start, as a new seller coming in, you might not have as good as a price as someone that's been buying from that wholesaler or supplier for just a couple of years, like 4 to 5 years. They're going to have better pricing than you. So one tip that I would have with wholesale is make sure you're focusing on just building that relationship. Next is product research checklist, right? Key questions to answer. Is it profitable at current price? Can you sell it? Check restrictions, check gating. What's the sales velocity? How many competitors on the listing? Is Amazon actually sharing the buy box? What's the historical price range? And this is where Keepa, you're going to use it to verify the sales and price trends. So there's 3 different ways to ship to Amazon. First one is self-prep and shipping. Best one starting, the fastest turnaround. Keep it in your basement, keep it in a spare room, and then just ship it straight to the customer or ship it straight to Amazon. Let's just say, you have no space in your house, you live in an apartment or something, but you still want to do the business model. You could partner up with a prep center where they would take a small fee and they would ship out the orders for you. So that is where, you become hands-on. That is what I currently do to not touch a single product. Before, when I was starting out and I didn't have that many skills to be able to do that, I, did self-prep. And you could do self-prep and get to 100K per month, pretty easily. Okay, guys, this is the first product that we're going to be looking at today. Patrick TA Mini Major Brow Lamination, right? Selling for $22.49 to about $23.99 on Amazon. The Keepa chart over here verifies that. And if we look at this product over here, this is a name brand product. It sells 100+ times per month. And we're going to see if we can get this at a profitable price to sell it for the high on Amazon. So I already did that for you guys over here. Patrick TA over here, they're doing a nice sale. They're doing a really nice sale on this right now, plus 4% cash back over here. So we're going to activate our cash back and then we're going to add this to the cart. So we're going to go 4% cash back is activated. And then we're just going to go, first we're going to verify if it's the same product. So Mini Major Brow Lamination. Let's look at this, Patrick Mini Brow Lamination, right? So we look at the product over here. And as you can see, we're getting this product for $12 from the actual brand website. They're doing a nice little sale and we're profiting 3.88, 32% ROI. So the criteria is $3 profit, 30% ROI. And this is after prep center fees. So if I show you guys the fees right now, right? So now what I would do over here is I would find a seller. I would go over here, I would find one of the sellers that are on here, and I would just see if they have different products in their storefront because I've already found one product from their storefront. Now let's see if we could just find another product over here. So we can look at this Gen C mixed media over here. So we could look at the Keepa chart over here. We can look at all these different sellers on here. And we could see, okay, this guy has one review, so he's a new seller, right? I want to sell the products that he's selling if I'm a new seller, so I could actually get ungated to sell this product. So I'm going to go into his storefront. we're gonna go, this is his storefront on Amazon, and we're gonna try to find the products that he has on here. So he doesn't have any products on his storefront, so he probably sold out. This is very new as a new seller, right? They struggle to have a lot of products on their storefront. Let's just keep searching for the newer seller. So this other guy, he has 0 reviews over here. A lot of these guys have 1 to 2 reviews. So let's go to AMF, show on Amazon. Let's see if he has stuff on his storefront too. And then we could keep on looking. He doesn't have some too. You can go to this guy too. He has 26 reviews. It's a bit too much for a new seller, but I mean, we could still look at it and we could see if we could get it for a nice profit on Amazon. So he has 14 reviews, and the products, he's selling a lot of Ulta, the products that he's selling over here. And now what I would do is I would look at all of these products that he has over here, and I would see if I could find it for a good enough price to resell for the high on Amazon. And as you can see, this is the numbers that are backing it up right now. So the next product that we're gonna be kind of looking at right now is this Jones Road What the Foundation Tinted Moisture Bomb, right? This product sells, right? It sells 200 plus times a month, right? In the past days, it sold for about $80. Price is going down a bit, but I think it's going to rebound. There's a lot of offer. There's a lot of competition getting on this listing over here, as you can see. So this Keepa chart over here, before I even talk about this, I have to make sure that you guys understand how to read Keepa charts. So each graph is going to answer a question. This product over here, I'm looking at it right now. This is going to tell us how much the product actually sells for. So in the past 3 months, let's look at the last month of data, right? This product's price just isn't performing as much as I'd like it to be. Price is going down because the third graph over here, competition is going up. So each of these 3 graphs are answering a question. Let me simple it down as much as possible for you guys to understand so you guys could ask yourself these questions. Every single listing that you're going to get on, you have to look at these 3 graphs. It's like a checklist. So it's like, okay, this graph is how much the product actually sells for. So the price. Second graph is how much the item sells a month. Right? So how many times it sells a month. So over here, the sales badge is 200. Monthly sold is 200. And Amazon is verifying this over here. This is Amazon verifying in the back end that this listing sells 200 plus times a month. So that's going to give you the confidence to, you don't have to guess, you don't have to create demand, right? The marketing is already done for you. So all you would have to do is be like, okay, this product sells 200 plus times a month. I can come in here and get sales because Amazon has verified that. The next thing is what's the competition look like? I have to see how many people I'm competing with for the 200 sales. So that's where we would go into monthly sales. How many times is this product selling a month? So how many people are actually getting on this listing? So a lot of sellers are finding this product and they're able to sell this for a high enough profit. So this is an item that we're kind of late on, right? We're going to Google over here. We're seeing that this product sells, right? We could go get this from the brand over here. This product sells for 46. So I would go into here, add it to my cart and see if I could leverage any type of discount or anything like that. And as you can see, right, this product is already $36 just because of Black Friday and a discount code. So this is our updated buy cost over here. So now that the price has went down because competition has went up, right? It's down to $56. But if we got on this listing just 20 days ago, we'd be able to sell this for $80. And if we sold this product for $80, right, we'd profit $26 and 73% ROI. That's why getting onto listings is super important. And just to kind of put that into perspective for you guys is if we were to go over here, profit calculator, and because this item sells, 50 plus times a month, we'd be able to sell about 50 to 60 units of this product. So let's just say 55. We click this over here, we would be able to spend $2,000 and profit 1.4K off of one listing. The whole thing is, how can we have 15 to 20 listings just like this that are each profiting, thousands of dollars every single day reselling name brand products on Amazon? So the biggest thing is we got the profitable product from a different retailer for a good enough price to sell it for the high on Amazon. Now let's just look at another example of a listing that can make us more profit. But okay, I found a winning product, right? How do I find my next product? So just by selling 55 units, I'm spending 1.9K and I'm making 1.4K just by reselling name brand products. And I'm not paying for ads or anything like that. And my buying decision is backed by datas and softwares. I'm not just guessing, and these products are going to sell in 1 or 2 weeks. I don't have to get any products from China or anything like that. So kind of the biggest thing, man, is like, how do we find more products like this? Well, perfect. We could just go to the people over here. And let's see, okay, what are you selling this at? So we have this Hot Pot Warriors guy, show on Amazon. And we can see how many products he's selling. And we can see over here, okay, this guy is selling Jones. Okay, this guy is selling this Zaria tanning drop. So let's look at this product over here. So as you can see, another thing like this. So he's one of these people that is reverse sourcing everybody. So I want to kind of go to these people here that were early to the listing that are actually skilled sellers. Let me explain to you guys what's happening. If we go into all chat, the reason all these products are tanking is all these newer sellers are reverse sourcing these skilled sellers over here. So if you get skilled at sourcing and you get really good at analyzing the data, you would be able to sell this product for $30. And that would be the differentiator between, you know, making $7 profit and making a dollar profit. So yeah, you get this product over here, you could get it from the brand, and then same thing. So if you go over here, you could just buy one and get one free. So if you do buy one and get one free, that'd be $15 plus subscribe and save. That is how we're going to be getting our price. That's how we're getting the $12 price range. The only issue with that, but now we need to start reverse sourcing these people over here that are getting this product at a profitable price. So we're going over here to Good Deals Inc., or we could go to Good Deals Fresh and Supply Co. And we want to reverse source these people that were super early. So let's go to the Bright Hive. Go over here, a Bright Hive. And you can see he has all these profitable products that we can go and find them for a good enough price. So if we go over here, this Emerald Cove, $13 over here, right? And this is a product that's not that tanked, right? This is a product that's okay, it's solid, right? We could go, it's selling for $13.99, $13.99. We go on Google over here, go on Google. You go over here, there's 20% off over here. So over here, you would be able to get this product for $6.59 over here, but I'm not even worried about that because we just got a 20% over here. So we're just gonna go quantity, we're gonna go 20. I really wanna break down sourcing and how easy it is for you guys. And then we could go get 3% cash back over here. And all we're going to do right now is we're gonna apply all of these coupons to get it at the most profitable price. So over here, our best price buy cost would be, let's just look at this over here. Let's go. Our best buy cost, all we would do is 131, obviously taxes and everything, but 131 divided by 20. Average buy cost would be 6.55, 6.5 minus 20, 6.5 minus 1.25. I have my prep fees in there. And then you'd be able to get a $2, you'd be able to get $2 profit, 40% ROI. ROI is there. ROI is there. Profit, I'd shoot for $3 profit, but if you're trying to get sales on your account, this would be more solid to do. I'm looking, most of these people are selling it, but what we can do to look at what prices we could actually sell this at is we can look at, this guy was winning the buy box at $14.93. So these guys were getting sales at $14.93. That means I can bump up my price. This guy, Neptune's Marketplace, was winning at $14.39. He was winning 15% of the buy box. And all these, when you list FBA, you could sell at a higher price. So that means I can bump up my price to $14.93, and that's gonna give us, let's just do $14.99 so I can get that green. So I got $3 profit, 56% ROI. This listing sells 200 plus times a month. I could sell about, 30 to 40 of these, maybe even 50 to 60. And that would be another listing on our storefront that I could just send in every single month and get consistent income doing that.